some massive yardage. It's the Shamrocks and the Titans, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. Between the Dublin Shamrocks taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Dubliners, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Juju Brents. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener. 5 touchdown passes. Now look, you always want to start strong, but I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So the ball down to the 16. 10. On the option to give to Taylor here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Anthony Richardson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Shamrocks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee And they'll take over at the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's Spears on second down. He stiff-arms him, unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Levis back to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's second down. But you look at this defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Levis sets up to throw here. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Right back to Spears. Shrugs him off. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Here's Levis. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Spears fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Levis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after here coming up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They go play action with Richardson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Richardson sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Spears to begin the drive. Oh, and this is going to wind up with safety. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is taken at the 18. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Now Lance on the option right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And his kick is indeed good, and they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Taylor. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here is 3rd and 5. Ready. First down at about the 38. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
He'll buy some time right. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
Now 2nd and 3. On the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
19, 18. 19 tight, 19 tight. 18, tight in.
Richardson looking to throw this. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Let's go now.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Richardson to throw off play action. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Come on. Hey.
Off play action, Richardson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The first catch there for the NFL's leading receiver in Week 1 in terms of yardage. Also a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Richardson off the play fake. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Richardson flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Tennessee offense set to go again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Levis on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Spins past him. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
No,
not one that I've ever met.
2nd down and 3.
Hey, 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 hey.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Quick throw completed by Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Richardson. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, 33 yards. And the Shamrocks add 6 to their lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Richardson will throw for it. Here's a diving catch right side. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
23 yards on the play. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hand off to Spears. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And Spears with another carry. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, Levis. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one's taken in by Spears. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and
this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Shamrocks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the Titans getting set to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
2nd down, here's Levis.
Short throw to Smith. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
1st and 10, here's Levis.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got it.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 40.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Richardson going to change the play here.
79 Broncos. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
To throw is Richardson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And now an audible here into something else. On 1st down, Richardson.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Richardson looking to throw.
Touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Shamrocks continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Levis on 3rd and 1. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan...
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going. And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 51 yards on the punt there, and it'll be Titan football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
They'll start on the ground with Spears. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
30-yard line.
And here's a give to Spears.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, here's Spears.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Hey, smash Broncos! Check, 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 check. Go!
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
Holding offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
On the set.
The drive will start with an option going left. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Second and 11 now.
60 boxes, 60, Mustang 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Delay of game, offense.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into...
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Third. Right there.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60.
And Richardson completes a quick one out wide.
Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Shamrocks have opened the lead up to 30.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Titans 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 139 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, alert, Ricky. Bronco swing.
They'll run with Spears.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Working from the gun, here's Levis.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to 24. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Dublin's offense now set to take over.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Three.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards and able to get the first down of the process.
Brandon with a simply can't get off the field on third down. And we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now it's the backup Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there.
The offense on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lewis.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Ready.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know that every now and then we get those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Ready. Go check. Go check. Go.
Play action. Now Richardson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Trenton Simpson. Well, he just flew in there to drop him.
And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Third and long for Mayfield. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. Says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On now is the Titans. Standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
13 yards the tally on the return there.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Now a second and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
They go play action with Richardson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Shamrocks are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Here's second and 10.
Throwing, Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Brings up third down.
Now Mayfield. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Off play action. Richardson rolling to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Jack.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let's go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now, a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That is caught, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Mayfield. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit from 28 yards out. And this one is right through. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this. And we'll be back in a moment.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep for Elliott. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Facing this fourth-quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage.
Back at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Richardson.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time. Multiple defenders there to get him. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?